Alright, I'm going to show you how to assemble the Infinite Diamond Glitch top. This is how the parts come off, though this is after removing the supports. The supports pop right off, so I don't think any instructions needed there. So first step is put the light diffuser in the main part of the top here. That really allows you to see through the holes much better. This one's actually the Eternity Band version, the ring, so you can kind of see that as I spin this, if it comes on the camera. The main version is the infinity symbol. Alright, so light diffuser there. Then you want to just take note, there's kind of two kind of lines on the edge. There's the perpendicular ones and the non-perpendicular. So you want to match up the perpendicular to perpendicular here. Let's look for the seam. Sorry if, again, things come out of view of the camera. So it looks like the main seam is here. And then on this one, here's the seam. They don't quite line up the way it prints, but you can kind of get it close. So, because if I did that, then it's not the perpendicular line. So you want the perpendicular line. So that's where we're going to put it. Alright, so we're just going to put some glue on. So first I just wanted to show how to line it up, and now we're actually going to apply the glue. So if you print this on a textured plate, there's a lot of space for the glue to seep, so you don't want it to seep out the edges, otherwise you'll get discoloration. But we're just going to apply the glue. It's a little hard for me behind a camera here, but we're going to do a thin coat on the inside. And then we're just gonna smear it around a little bit. That was a little close to the edge, but again, there's a lot of those grooves, so hopefully nothing will seep out. Now let's line it back up. There's the seam, the perpendicular line, other perpendicular line, and that looks pretty good. And you just make sure, from four corners you're pushing, and everything should just line right up. So kind of push in, maybe for 5 seconds, kind of hard, and then just lay that down. And we'll come back to this later to put the peg in once that's dry. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. Depending on the kind of glue that you're using, might need to wait longer, but this one seems pretty good. So the first thing we're going to do so we're going to get the peg in here now. So the first part is we're just going to get it in case there's any tightness, and then we'll glue it after. So you might have to trim, depending on how nicely the brim comes off. If there's still kind of cruft around the sides, you can just use the flush cutters and remove that. But this one looks pretty good already, so I'm not going to do anything there. So sometimes it can be a little tight. Pushing kind of hard, nothing's happening. Well, it's in a little bit, but the best technique that I find is just kind of turn it upside down, get it lined up, and then push against the table. Sometimes you have to push kind of hard, but it will go in. So you'll see much of the time it will be a little loose at this point. We want to do this just to make sure that it kind of primes it, makes it easier to insert once there's glue. Sometimes you don't need glue. If it doesn't rock back and forth at all, then you might not need glue. But this one certainly does. If it does rock, while you can spin, the whole thing will work, but it will wobble more, and you're gonna get a little bit more of a distorted animation. So we really want it to be nice and steady. So the best technique that I find here is I don't want to apply directly to the main top, because it's easy to kind of miss and get glue in places you don't want it, and then it doesn't look so great. So I just apply a healthy bead to the top here, not so much that it oozes down the side, but enough so that once it's in the top, it fills the gaps. So it's a little tough, again, behind a camera. I'm trying. All right, so just put it back in, push tightly, and let it set. That's it. There you go.